Hi, my name is Paola Perez, and this is my short documentary called It's Social Security Stupid. It's about retirement plans and Social Security. So yeah, hope you like it.
Shortcuts. Documentary.
The wildfires raging throughout the
We begin tonight with a disturbing milestone in this coronavirus pandemic.
This year is the
Biden is on the verge of becoming the next president of the United States, 3 days after the election.
Though retirement is often depicted as sunny days and Mai Tais, the overwhelming truth about the topic is the economic struggles within it. More specifically speaking, the problems within the Social Security system. This is because Social Security, despite only giving $1,000 to $2,000 a month, has more than half of its retirees depending on it for 50% or more of their annual income. And for about a fifth of retirees, it represents 90% of their yearly earnings. And due to the economic illiteracy of the newer generations, the well-being of current retirees is directly impacted. Let's go more in depth.
When you pay your Social Security taxes, none of that money is put away in any way for your retirement. It has nothing to do with you. You pay Social Security taxes that are in fact paying the Social Security benefits for people who are already retired today. And then you hope that when you come to retirement, there's another generation behind you that will pay into the system that will then support you in your retirement.
The question is the ineptitude of the education system failing the newer generations and leaving them with no grasp of economic knowledge for the future? The best way to get a clear understanding on the retirement plans of young adults is by asking them. So let's ask.
But since I only work part-time, there's no situation for me to have a retirement plan whatsoever right now, because it's more, you kind of opt into your retirement plan with your employer if you have a full-time job. And since I'm only part-time, I don't have that. So I currently don't have any retirement plan. I plan on getting one as soon as I have a full-time job.
I graduated in 2017. So I've been working for 3 years in startups. Part of that in startups where I was starting up my own company and unpaid and for parts of it too. So savings and retirement plans weren't really something that I was thinking about very much at that stage.
I did start a retirement plan. I'm self-employed, so kind of needed to do it. I think it's important because as a self-employed person, you basically have no other person than yourself to plan for your future.
This is because retirement plans are not a discussed topic specifically amongst America's youth, resulting in catastrophe for all age ranges. Especially considering the number one financial worry of people at working age, at 64%, is that they won't have enough saved. This is because of the false illusion of Social Security, where as a result, many Americans don't properly save for retirement. Let's check this out.
It is the number one retirement plan in America, is pay off your house and live on your Social Security. It's the way that one generation gives a boost to another one.
The problem with this go-to retirement plan is that over 35% of retirees aged 65 to 74 are still paying off their mortgages. One of the reasons why so many Americans are unable to live purely off their Social Security is due to the lack of reform. This is because the last time Social Security was reviewed was in 1983, where Congress cut Social Security benefits, raised taxes, as well as raising the full retirement age from 65 to 67. This leads to another major topic of discussion: public policy.
Public policy needs to be reviewed on a regular basis. Public policy needs to be made soundly based on facts. Public policy gets in trouble when it's dominated by politicians. Retirement systems should be a right for individuals that they have dedicated, whether it's the city, the state, or the federal level. But it should not be left to the government entities to decide for them how to invest those dollars, but it should be up to the individuals according to his and her plans for the future. Plain and simple.
This brings about yet another important topic within Social Security: the lack of universal health care.
That it does not provide universal health care to all its population of more than 330 million people. So, and this aspect has been well studied and researched in the literature. And there are different figures that float around, but often we talk about 50 million people, between 30 and 50 million people who don't have access to healthcare. And that is a problem. And not only because, the less affluent population don't have access, it is expensive, and often it is related to work contracts. Because if you want to purchase a health insurance on your own, it's very expensive, and as you age, the policy costs increase enormously.
We have to hold our politicians responsible for our future. We have to talk about the problems within the Social Security system and fight for reform. This is an ongoing, persistent issue that we have not addressed, which is why we want the President and new Congress to address the issue of retirement going into 2021. We have to press our new President and Congress to be responsible for updating Social Security to be able to be a sole income for retirement, as well as teaching the younger generations to think for the future. We need to make decisions today to affect everyone's tomorrow.